There are many money-making methods on YouTube involving Hypixel Skyblock. Anything from farming treasure hoarders to Blaze to Kudra to M7 to whatever else you could possibly think of to lowballing. People have done it, people have made money from it, and people somehow, through anything, have failed to make money doing these methods. So today I saw 4 videos at this point a week or 2 ago involving YouTubers posting money-making methods, and we're going to go over them and analyze and see how good these methods actually are and whether or not they're worth doing. Real quick, I do want to ask you guys to subscribe. We are going for 30k and the YouTube rank. Every subscription helps me more than you could possibly know, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do is go over a Swavy video which talked about all the methods to make money inside of the Rift, including farming snakes in the living cave, farming catechus, as well as berberis, or the main one that people have been doing, exportable carrots. Now, one of the few things I want to say about these methods is, number one, I'm not going to be testing them. I'm just going to be going off of Swavy's numbers. These numbers may or may not have been influenced by the fact that exportable carrots are now needed for Inferno minions, which just received a big buff, so a lot more people are using them. So the method of exportable carrots might be even more money than 23 mil an hour. But basically, here are the methods for the Rift. 24 mil an hour from snakes, 13 mil an hour from catechus, 8.4 mil an hour from berberis, and 23 mil an hour from carrots. Carrots one might be influenced. I'm not sure if the Bluetooth ring is also added to a recipe, so that one might be higher. The issue with snakes, you need a buddy to do it efficiently. The issue with catechus and berberis is you might as well just farm on the garden. You get no benefits other than collection, which you don't need once collections are maxed, from farming these and transferring them over to the main game and selling them. You just won't make money, so don't do it. The only one that might possibly be viable are exportable carrots. The issue, half-eaten carrot is a pain in the ass to get the stick to dragon with, as well as the fact that once again, you're not benefiting your profile. You're not growing in any aspect of the game. You are making money, so maybe if you are very new to the game, it's something worthwhile to get started with, but you really shouldn't be doing it. The next video I saw on my list of videos was a Nitros video. It was a video about Blaze and how Blaze makes so much money. Obviously, Blaze is some of the hardest content in the game, the hardest slayer in the game, and with the new changes to Inferno minions, Gabagool distillates make even more than Duplex or Archfiend dice. Well, not Archfiend dice, but you know, you're supposed to have your meter on Archfiend dice and you swap over to Gabagool distillates when you have enough to get them. You know all that. I'm sure you guys do. Obviously, Blaze is going to make a ton of money no matter what. It's very difficult content. It's a lot cheaper to get into now, and it might make even more money than it did before. So obviously, this is going to be something good for endgame players to do. Endgame players at some point will not have anything left to do, hence why Deathstreaks did Blaze for so long. He made so much money, and I don't remember if he passed Mindall. He might have. He might be the #1 Blaze Slayer in the game, which is very, very pog. If not, he's number 2. Along with Kudra and M7, obviously these are going to be some of the best money-making methods in the game. It's the hardest content in the game. It requires the most gear, it requires the most time input into the game. Obviously it's going to make the most money, and obviously it's going to have a high demand of players. I feel like these are pretty straightforward. One little thing I missed, Blaze makes around 80 mil an hour, Kudra makes around 100, and M7 varies a lot because it's kind of based on RNG. These numbers will fluctuate with what your drops are, but those are generally the baseline numbers I got. I want to stick in Crimson Isles for this next money-making method. It comes from Slippy Boy. He posted a video about quartz mining and how quartz mining is so good and how you can like specialize it like any other type of mining where it's just like tick mining and blah 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 blah. It's not actually tick mining for quartz, but I'm saying you can specialize and get super good at it. Don't quartz mine. It's not worth it. The amount of money you make can be made doing other stuff like Blaze, like E-Man, that's actually going to progress you in the game and not just increase your quartz collection. The other issue with mining quartz, if too many people do it, which at this point, I don't even know how much profit it is. If too many people do it, it dies. Because guess what? It's a bizarre money-making method. Bizarre methods are never viable, and especially, I think his video ended up getting like 30,000 views. There's probably a ton of people mining quartz. Just don't do it. The last thing I want to go over is a cold pug video, which is just all AFK money making methods. It's a good video, but some of them just aren't worth your time. First thing he brings up are minions. He, I believe, talks about slime or mycelium minions, but slime's going to make more than mycelium minions, especially if you have a good setup. You know what makes more than that? Inferno. Inferno prices have kind of died as more people have done it, but I still believe it makes slightly more than slime. Don't quote me on that because I haven't done the math since my Inferno minions video. If you are super lazy, you might as well just use slime because you don't have to collect them, and they do make a good amount of coins. I think I've made like 300, 400 mil when I had slime minions down, which is honestly pretty good just for being completely AFK. The next thing he talks about is the forge. Now, obviously you can make a lot of money from forge. Is the forge worth it? Probably not. Having to get on every 4 hours, every however much time it is to continuously buy order things, load them in there, sell offer. Sometimes your buy orders won't fill, therefore your profits will be cut almost in half. I personally wouldn't waste my time with the forge. If you don't have a lot of time to play the game, it might be something worthwhile looking into, but again, you have to find your own flips. Because if people post the flips on a YouTube video, they're gonna die. One he brought up is mixtures, which mixtures usually don't die. They usually stay pretty profitable, but they can die very easily. And you have to be getting on the game 6 times a day, and you can't get a full night of sleep. Generally, you're not gonna make that much money from foraging. Usually, it's not worth your time. The next thing that he brings up is the Composter. Composter is very simple. Upgrade it, it's gonna make you your money back, and you will make money using oil barrels for the fuel, and then using boxes of seeds for the compostable matter. Boxes of seeds are obviously going to be your most valuable thing. Same with oil barrel. There are spreadsheets that show whether or not they make money. Just keep filling it up. You almost never have to do math because you almost always make money with it. It's very simple. If you want to get into the math, you can, but just always fill up Composter once your like upgrades are like level 10 or something. I'm not sure if it makes money with base, but honestly, who has a base Composter? It's so easy to level up. Get that Skyblock XP, please. Some of the next methods are very simple. Have money in your bank, gain interest. Do the Elizabeth upgrades to get money every single day. You can also use Cat. Cat's been a method for a long time. The method that he brought up in his video was turning a Bal Pet from epic to legendary, which made like 10 mil profit or 8 mil profit, whatever it was. Took a day. Not sure if this is still profitable, but it is something you can look into. It's very similar to Forge. It takes a lot of time to find a flip that works, and usually the flip doesn't work out very long. I wouldn't recommend it, but again, if you don't have much time and you can't grind for an hour, maybe it's something worth looking into. And some of the last few ones are NPC flips. You can buy ice, sell it on Bazaar, and make money. That's for like day 1 profiles. It's not like it's gonna add up over time, but is it really worth your time to go buy it all, sell it? I don't know. Especially since it's not that much profit. I'd rather have somebody just making progress on their profile than worry about getting a few 100k extra coins that's going to get you, what, a reforge on a piece of armor. Another useful thing that I think a lot of people don't do is you always need to have an XP shared pet. If you want money, XP share a G-Drag. It takes a long time to level up, but you know what? By the time it is finally level 200, it's a 600 mil profit that you can sell and spend on anything else. Or if it's your first G-Drag, bam, you have a level 200 G-Drag. You won't be one of the noobs that doesn't have a level 200 G-Drag. Now keep in mind, G-Drag is only useful if you have the 1 bill bank, so maybe it is just worth selling it. But that's how a lot of people make money, is just having an EXP shared G-Drag. And the last thing that Cold Pug mentions is getting bank on your armor so that you get 2.5 more coins every time you kill a mob. Don't get bank on your armor. Don't be the one with bank 5 Crimson grinding Sorrows. It's not gonna be enough that's gonna make a difference. Like, maybe, but do you really want to have Sorrow with bank 5? People are gonna troll you for that. Just don't. Please, just don't. Bank is useless. Just don't do it. Build good armor. And with that, I would like to sum up the video by just saying, if you don't get Skyblock XP or progression out of the money making method, don't do it. you're going to be spending hours, tens of hours, hundreds of hours, in my case, thousands of hours grinding the game. You're going to make money no matter what. Don't waste your time doing stuff that's not going to progress you. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I stream at twitch.tv/the Yadi. Join the Discord, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.